Morning everybody. So this is where we've been just for the last couple of nights at Great Haywood Junction. The junction itself is just up there. So today we're now pressing on. We had a visit from family yesterday. We've got a lock just round this corner and then we're headed south. Hopefully going to try and grab some shopping in Rugeley and then find somewhere to moor, probably somewhere just after Rugeley hopefully, and see how it goes. It's bank holiday weekend, so if we find a good spot we'll stay, if not we'll mosey on a bit over the weekend. But back to cruising again, that's good. Everybody.
Morning.
The boss is back on board.
As you can see, it's raining.
We've done the first lock. As I said earlier, we're down to Rugeley, hopefully trying to get into Morrison's for some shopping. And then find somewhere to pitch up down that neck of the woods, but we're continuing our trip south on the Trent and Mersey. Like Carol says, it's decided to rain on us, isn't it? It's not cold,
no,
thankfully.
Not cold, not windy.
And it's not a downpour like it has been over the past couple of days, but it's spotting for sure.
Down where we're going, whichever's closest, there's a Tesco, Morrison's, and a little bit further along is Aldi.
Yeah.
And possibly other shops. Just a supermarket at this point.
Yeah, fresh stuff in it really.
Fresh, yeah, stock up on fresh things.
And then we can press out into the sticks. Not quite sure, as I said, whether we'll press on into the weekend or not yet. We're going to play it by ear. We're ready to get moving again because we've been hung for a week again, haven't we, waiting for our family to come.
But it's been nice.
Yeah, we've had a great weekend, haven't we?
Nana Fix yesterday.
Yeah.
Two grandchildren.
Been cosseting the grandchildren. Had good fun.
Yeah, really good.
So time to press on with the journey. Right, we've made it to... Good.
Travel back to it, trolley.
Confused me then. Right, we've made it to Rugeley. Just pulled up, as you can see. And we're about 0.3 of a mile from Morrison's apparently. So we're toggling on, get a bit of shopping before we press on.
Yeah.
I think we've picked the right spot to pull up.
Yeah, it's
It looks quite busy.
wall boats.
Looks quite busy down here, so we kind of took a punt at the earliest stop that looked within striking distance. Got the trolley.
The trusty trolley.
Trusty trolley's worked out quite well over the years actually.
It has, yeah. A really good buy.
And grab some fresh foods and what have you, and then we'll press on to the other side of Rugeley and out, I think.
So that somewhere quiet for Misty.
Yeah. It'd be nice to be able to take the grinder to the roof at some point as well. Right. Right, we've done the shopping. You've probably got a couple of quick glances, nothing spectacular, but shopping's done, so we've stocked up. Carol's raped me of all my money, I'm skint. Although I am going to eat it all, as she will point out. We're going to press on down maybe another couple of miles, just get out of town, see if we can find a nice peaceful mooring to let Misty out of the cabin. She's a bit miserable this lately. I don't think she particularly liked Tixall or Great Haywood. I don't know. I think it's quite busy with dogs and whatever, although I suspect that might be the case for a while now, but we'll see. See if we can get her somewhere where she can get out and have a rest. That'd be good. See, things got a little tight through this section. The modern bridge up ahead takes the A513 across the where the former tunnel was. Due to the fact that it's so narrow in this section, you're advised to dispatch a spotter, so Carol walked ahead and made sure there were no boats entering from the other end. Carol! Right, this is where we've decided to pull up for the day, Bridge 56. So I've done a fair bit today. Managed to find a little bit of Armco tucked away. Not ideal because it's under the trees, but I think we've about had enough. It's getting quite cool. We've been at it for a fair while, so that'll be us for tonight, and then we'll decide whether we're going to move on. I might have a walk in the morning, see whether there's anywhere else to go. Hi everybody. One of our plans for this year is to paint the roof of the boat. It's now starting to show some signs of fatigue. We did the bow last year, and that's turned out quite well and stood the test of the time, so we're going to try and use the same techniques on this. I'll just show you now. You can see here there are lots of small little rust patches that have small little rust patches that are affecting the roof of the boat as it's starting to give way, and also these red bars, the handrails are becoming faded, so we need to do them as well. But the first task is to treat these rust spots. So the game plan currently is to grind off the rust spots, and I'll show you a bit of video of that shortly, and then treat them with Aquasteel, which is a rust treatment stroke inhibitor, and then we're going to paint it in the matte grey paint that we've used on the bow. So I've started grinding, and oh god, I missed a piece, look. I started grinding this morning on this side. As you can see, these have been ground and treated with Aquasteel, with the exception of this one, which I seem to have missed. And this is really getting ready for final sanding and a coat of paint. So we'll give you a view of what happens with that. So the game plan will be to paint the grey first, and then we'll come back onto these handrails and try and spruce them up. And I think initially we're just going to do up until the red bar there and see what happens with this stern section, which is probably the worst in terms of rust spots, but it's also a good size for us to do an experiment on it and see how it turns out, and if the process is going to work. Morning everybody!
Morning.
We've been a bit rubbish at filming. It's raining and we didn't move for a couple of days, so we've been back there for a while, and we weren't going to move today, and then we've changed his mind, and we're doing all the 2 mile, I think. Yeah. 2 1/4, I think. Well, yeah, 2 1/4. Just to change the scenery really, as much as anything. I've been walking the 2.5 miles there, 2.5 miles back on my exercise routine in the morning. So I spotted that there were some spaces this morning that we might be able to tuck in on, assuming that they're still there. So we're just going to move down that far. You'll have seen, or you may have seen, or I may have shown you that I started trying to look at the roof, but the rain's ruining the plan really. So anyway, we decided, look at that. It's a J, isn't it? We've just up sticks. It'll take us all of half an hour, I think, to get where we're going. The river section at Alrawas is closed because of flooding, and the rain's not helping that, I don't suppose. So we're a bit loath to get too far down in case we can't moor, because there'll be a glut of boats waiting to go through, I suspect. There's been quite a lot of movement of boats, hasn't there?
Yeah, but it's been bank holiday weekend and it's been really busy. Not too hot, it's raining today, so it's not too bad at all. It's seen four boats, I think.
Yeah. So, little interlude. We're going to pump more up on a mooring I've spotted that's just before the next lock, assuming that there's still room there. And then decide whether we're going to scoop tomorrow or later today. There's a boat coming. Game plan. I'll show you where we end up when we end up there. Right, so this is where we've pulled up, just above the lock. Carol's just taking the tiller off there, and we're going to call it a draw here for the night. Grab a coffee, have a shower today, I think, and grab some lunch. So all good.